So hello there everyone and welcome, it is Aniran here, and today it is time for yet another video here on this channel, and today I'm going to be bringing you a bit of a forward thinking one looking into the future, as we have been doing recently on this channel with obviously the players that you should be buying in FIFA 18 career mode. Today we're going to be answering another very difficult question as well that I know you guys, well, I struggle with as well, realistically. What team you should use going into a career mode series or going into a career mode save, whatever you happen to be doing. So today I'm going to be bringing you 8 teams based on the transfers they've made, based on the players that they've got, based on their position in their domestic tier or league system that you should definitely try out for career mode saves on FIFA 18. Now if you go on to enjoy the video, then make sure to slap a like on it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. But there's some banging teams in this, teams that are making their debut on the game, teams that are coming back onto the game after, you know, financial difficulties, etc., and just teams with extremely good young players and youth systems that you'll be able to use, and you'll be able to grow the team into being one of the best in the country from maybe its mid-table origin. So as I alluded to just there, you're probably not going to find many of your big teams, the likes of Barcelona's and Real Madrid's in this one, but you are going to find the likes of Hoffenheim, who are the first team featured in this video. Now they've made some very interesting signings as well this transfer window and brought in some players who've got very good potential on the game already. The likes of Florian Grillitsch, I think his first name is Florian, from Werder Bremen, Hugma, who's a very underrated Dutch centre-back, about 82 or 83 potential, and Serge Gnabry's also come in, or Serge Gnabry, sorry, on loan from Bayern Munich for the first season. They've done a very good job in real life. They had a really good season with their very young manager who earned the Manager of the Year award over in the Bundesliga, and they've already got the likes of Nadiem Amiri, of Kevin Vogt, I think it is, and also Demerbe as well in their squad. So some very good players in there already. Andre Kramrich as well as another one. They brought in some good young players and they've already got a very decent side, and you can try and push them to the next level to beat the likes of Dortmund, Leipzig, Bayern Munich as well, who they just about failed to defeat obviously last season. So they're a very good team to use, Hoffenheim there from the Bundesliga. Second one is a very similar situation actually, but enhanced really by the likes of PSG and Monaco splashing the cash in the last 2 seasons. And this is OGC Nice from Ligue 1, who have just got, I mean, they've got youngsters literally coming out of their ears. It is ridiculous. The likes of Malang Sarr, Oliver Buscagli, Jean-Michel Seri, Kozielo, Makengo, who's just come in I think from SM Khan, and also Wylan Cyprien as well, who you guys will know very well if you've watched Hull City career mode on this channel. But they've got such a good young side. The likes of Mario Balotelli still in the side. I don't think he's left. I think he still plays for them. I think he's just injured at the moment. And obviously trying to overcome the likes of Monaco, who have had their squad decimated a little bit this transfer window, but obviously the likes of PSG, who have got a whole lot stronger with the acquisition of Neymar from Barcelona. The challenge is really to overcome them with the use of young players and youth academy players, I suppose, like OGC Nice do in real life. So that'll be a really good challenge career mode over in France, maybe trying to win European competitions as well. But now we move to the first of the RTG style ones. This is a return to glory specifically, and it's Parma, who in the 90s were one of the greatest teams in the entirety of Europe, the likes of Buffon and Veron in the side, and Hernan Crespo as well. Their team was ridiculous in the mid and late 90s, but financial issues have struck them, and they went into bankruptcy a few years ago, were relegated I think to the 4th tier of Italian football, but since then have now returned to Serie B, so they will be returning onto FIFA games because obviously the 2nd division of Italian football is on FIFA 18, so you'll be able to use them and try and restore them to their former glory. That really is the storyline. I don't know much about their squad at the moment, but obviously you'd be able to find some young talent from Italy to bolster the squad they've got at the moment and see if you can get 3 promotions with them on the trot. Team number 4, we're coming closer to home in terms of myself, and we're going with EPL side Everton, who have invested very well again in this transfer window, much like Hoffenheim did over in Germany. The likes of Henry Onyekuru coming from Belgium, Davy Klaassen, as well as Michael Keane and Jordan Pickford, all really class signings from Ronald Koeman. On top of that, obviously Everton have got some very good players, generally speaking, the likes of Seamus Coleman, Leighton Baines, Ross Barkley. They have lost Lukaku. They have though brought in Sandro Ramirez, who's I'm not sure what his potential is or anything about Sandro Ramirez actually, but obviously maybe replacing Romelu Lukaku will be your first job as the Everton manager. And on top of that as well, they've got good youth graduates as well, the likes of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Mason Holgate as well as Tom Davies as well, the midfielder. So there's a lot of different storylines there and a lot of different reasons to use them. Wayne Rooney as well, returning to his boyhood club. There's all sorts of storylines going on with Everton, and this is probably the best season that we've had in a while for using Everton on a career mode. So definitely try and check them out if you're going to use a Premier League mid-table side, or, well, mid-table is slightly harsh, but a Premier League side that doesn't challenge for the top 4 all of the time. They're going to be a very good one to use. After that, we're moving really to the one and only team that you'll probably try and win the league within your first season, and this is AC Milan. How could I miss these guys out? I mean, the signings they have made this transfer window are utterly ridiculous. On top of the players they've already got as well, obviously career mode god in goal, Gianluigi Donnarumma, but they've signed the likes of Frank Kessie, Andre Silva, Ricardo Rodriguez. I mean, I can't even remember all of them. I've forgotten a load of them. I've forgotten probably the most important ones. Oh yeah, Bonucci, Musacchio as well coming in. They have made some ridiculous signings. They basically signed an entirely new squad, and it's just going to be phenomenal. So using them, and they're all quite, well, they're either good players now or they're good young players as well who are going to grow and are going to hit a very decent potential. So AC Milan definitely going to be a good side to use, and you know the target there is overthrowing Juventus's dominance in the first couple of seasons really, and then going on to restore AC Milan to Champions League glory that they had in the mid-thousands and of course the early thousands as well, back in the days of Kaká and Shevchenko. So they're going to be a very good team to use. The one downside really with them is you might not have to do too much in the first transfer window because they've already signed so many players, but I'm sure you'll still find a way. After that, we're returning back to our road to glory route. So this is Forest Green. Now I know this is going to be a little bit of a controversial one because I mean I don't really know why. I think they're seen as a little bit of a meme club, if I'm honest. So for those that don't know, Forest Green are exclusively a vegan football club and the first vegan football club to feature in the Football League. A lot of people sort of take stabs at that. I mean, do what you want in it. At the end of the day, Forest Green, you've done well. You've got into League 2, you've got into the Football League system, so hey, the vegan diet is clearly working pretty well for their staff and their players and their fans as well. Simple road to glory really, but obviously they are a bit of a talking point in English football generally speaking, so it might be a very interesting one to do. Quite a long project as well, so you're going to have the time to try and get them into the Premier League or that sort of setup. And just a stock standard road to glory, but I think they're going to be probably the most interesting team to choose if you're going to do a road to glory in England themselves, and Lincoln City as well. Quick shout out to them because it was sort of a throw up as to which one I put in. Lincoln City, the Imps, they'll also be a very good team to use in career mode as well. The penultimate team that we're going to talk about here is Celta Vigo. As far as I'm aware, they've kept all the players that they had last season that were young and promising, the likes of Pione Sisto, Hugo Mayo, as well as Ruben Blanco. I believe Theo Bongonda has actually gone out on loan to a Turkish side. Why? I'm not overly sure, if I'm brutally honest, but obviously he is only on loan, so you will receive him back at some point during that career mode if you are going to choose Celta Vigo. It's a similar theme to really the rest of the teams, or a lot of the teams featured in this video already. A challenge side that aren't necessarily the best in their league or in their country, and trying to overthrow the big guns in that country, the likes of Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and of course Barcelona as well. But the final team, along similar lines but in a different country, we return back to Germany where we started for this video, and FC Köln, or Cologne is in terms of English pronunciation. Pretty similar situation really to Hoffenheim as well. Good young players, but also good players right now as well who are in their prime. The likes of Anthony Modeste and also Jonas Hector as well. Some very good players already into the 80s. Timo Horn as well, ridiculous goalkeeper, 89 potential on FIFA 17 career mode. On top of that as well, the youngsters Dominique Heinz, Lucas Klunter as well, who's had a very, very good season at right back for Cologne, or Köln, sorry, sort of breaking into their defence. And they've got another guy as well, I think his name's Ozcan, like a Turkish, he's got Turkish background clearly, but he's also very good, got about 83 potential there, a central midfielder too. And obviously there's a lot of room for improvement, there's a lot of room for improvement in that side. Their defence is very strong, goalkeeper is very strong, so really sort of wingers and central midfielders is probably where you're going to be focusing on if you're going to choose them, providing they don't make any more transfers in this transfer window. But there we go, Köln as well, a very good side to use in Germany if you're wanting to take a mid-table side to success and to league titles, both domestically and in the European stage as well. But that is going to bring to an end the teams I'm going to bring you in this video. 8 teams that you should definitely try out, definitely check out if you're going to do a FIFA 18 career mode series or just a save in your spare time as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure to slap a like on it if you did, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. You'll notice that a lot of the big teams didn't feature. I did want to try and make it sort of, I don't know, just a little bit out there, really. I know people are going to choose the likes of Real Madrid every now and again, but I want to bring you some under-the-radar teams and some mid-table teams that are really going to challenge you in your respective career mode saves. Whatever team that you're planning on using, first of all, for career mode on FIFA 18, drop it in the comments section. I'd love to hear that. As well as that, you can also now follow me on Twitter. My handle is on the screen. It is @theofficialfng, and links to it are in the description below. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
Come to the rave looking like gold medalist with Kurt Angle boots on. And I don't wear the boot on, but they got normal shoes on. Gonna like yo with the shoe from, get them to the yo Uncle Jar. I ain't got a flex on no one, I'm the original Don. Come to the rave looking like gold medalist with Kurt Angle boots on. And I don't wear